Hello, I'm Hanson Du, the Grand Park Central FBLA Chapter President, and this is our local chapter annual business report for this membership year. So starting off, we have our program of work. Our chapter officers identified three main goals that we would have for the year, the first of which is to increase membership. We believe that this is important because the more members we have, the more activities we can do, the more community service we can do, and the more competitive events we can do, and all around just have more fun as a chapter. We plan to do this by connecting with other clubs and by using extensive use of social media. Our second goal was to inform the school and community about the mission of FBLA and just what we are in general. This was done mostly via social media, as well as through community events when members would go out into the community and thus could explain what FBLA is while helping out. Finally, we wanted to win the Dorothy L. Travis Award. This is the highest achievement that a chapter can receive in North Dakota, and so we naturally wanted to aim high and see if we could get this prestigious award. Next, we have a quick summary of the activities that we've done. So first of all, in the summer, for a lot of our returning members, we did a school cleanup. We then did a chapter officer induction with our new advisor, Jake Hansen, at the beginning of the year. Then in October, we had the Fall Leadership Conference, which was the first major activity or event that a lot of our newer members got to experience. So it was a great chance to travel and learn leadership skills for them. As well as we held the Walkathon/Jumpathon, which is our annual fundraiser for the American Heart Association and March of Dimes. Now onto the activities that we did to benefit our chapter, starting off with the recruitment, as that was our first and primary goal. We had an activities fair just before the school year started where we set up a booth for the activities fair and basically presented what FBLA was to incoming freshmen and just anyone else in the school that wanted to know what clubs were available. We've also used the school announcements and bulletin system to our advantage by having announcements over the intercom about when FBLA meetings are and why students should join. Finally, we held the Christmas party with DECA, which can be seen in the upper image. And basically, we had a lot of fun with that Christmas party, but we also were able to get some members from DECA interested in FBLA, as the two organizations are relatively similar. In terms of leadership development, we did a lot of team building exercises within our chapter meetings, as we believe communication skills and having a friendly environment are really important for a successful chapter. And we also attended state conferences where students could attend workshops that would develop leadership skills and were taught by professionals in their fields. In terms of career exploration, we have a lot of opportunities at Central with the Career Center where students can go and get job internship opportunities, look for job shadows, and just overall explore what career they might be interested in. We also have a very strong business education department with many classes like Microsoft Office, personal finance, accounting, and much more. Some other things that benefit our chapter are business partnerships. So we partner with the Grand Central Station, which is managed by Central Marketing students and is essentially the school store. We partner with the American Heart Association and March of Dimes for our annual fundraiser. And the Booster Club, which I'll get into next, helps with chapter fundraising. So as I just mentioned, the Booster Club helps with chapter fundraising by giving us the opportunity to do concessions during sporting events, and we get a portion of the profits. Similar to this is Butter Braids, where we sell butter braids and we get a portion of the profits that we make, and that's just based on how many our members are able to sell. Finally, we look for a lot of donations from local businesses, because living in a smaller town like Grand Forks, you get a lot of connection between the school and the local businesses. And finally, in terms of publicity, we made use of social media to present what our chapter was doing, all of the activities we're doing, the fundraisers, etc. As well as professional dress days are a great way to present ourselves, because when you're dressed up professionally and you go to school, people always ask you, why are you dressed up? And that gives me the opportunity to explain what FBLA is while presenting FBLA in a positive and professional light. We've also done a number of activities to benefit others, state and national projects, business achievement awards, and previous chapter business reports. That's something that we always do every year. And in terms of community service, we've done the Walkathon and Jumpathon as mentioned earlier, which is always a lot of fun for our members, as well as the school cleanup that we did over the summer to make sure that our school looks nice and great before the school year starts. We've been to a number of conferences and recognitions. At last year's State Leadership Conference, we had tons of fun, and we were very successful in competitive events. Our members were able to learn a lot of new skills and connect with people from across the state. The Fall Leadership Conference this past year was a great experience for the newer members who hadn't gone to previous leadership conferences, who maybe didn't know exactly what FBLA was all about, and this gave them an opportunity to learn more about FBLA. And we've also gained a bunch of recognition. So we took 5th place as a chapter for the American Heart Association fundraiser last year. I took 7th place in the stock market game, as well as received the Member of the Month for Region 1 for the month of November. This year, we hope to replicate some of the success that we saw last year in the competitive event department. We have 15 members that were scheduled to attend the State Leadership Conference, each of them participating in 2 events. Obviously, a number of them were working together for some of the projects, but unfortunately, as due to weather, we have to do the competitions online. I'm not sure exactly how that will affect the numbers. Our FBLA Ac Olympics team already submitted their test for the State Leadership Conference, and we're awaiting those results. And finally, we're also doing this event, the local chapter annual business report. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.